All right, Cancer, welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. This will be a tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, potential South Node placements that fall under the 4th house of Cancer. Cancer, welcome back. Thank you for being here. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do that. I'm new on YouTube, so it would help me a lot to subscribe. If you like my content after watching this reading, give me a like, a comment, anything like that. I don't bite, I promise. What else? Oh, cross watchers, if you're here to cross watch for a Cancer that you love, you're welcome to be here. Just make sure that you're not dipping into like the creepy stalker realm. That's not usually appreciated very much. Okay, hold trusted, hold trusted and the whole truth. Usually I say trusted angels, trusted ancestors, trusted spirits, and trusted guides, which I will still say. Welcome into the space as we do this reading for the sign of Cancer. But that was interesting just to say whole trusted, whole truth. Maybe I'll just turn my intro into that. Whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. Okay, Cancer, I pre-shuffled these decks. Let's get into it. If it doesn't hit, don't make it fit. Cancer, this might not be your message. If it's not your message, please don't force it to be. Listen to your moon sign, your rising sign. Click off, listen to one of my collective readings. Or, or just sit patiently and wait for the message for you to come through, because sometimes that's the case. Also, I cuss and stuff. If you're offended, that you might not like me, because I do cuss. All right. Cancer. What's up with Cancer? What's going on with Cancers? Cancer. An 8 of Cups. You're looking for something? You're looking for something? You're looking at something? You're looking for something? Like, I don't know. Let's get more. It seems like you're like, how do I say that? Like, it's not that you're in murky waters. Not like that. But like you're, like you could be doing shadow work. You could be trying to find something out either about yourself or about a situation. Could be dealing with a Pisces or have that in your own chart. A 3 of Wands. You're waiting on something that you were looking for. Maybe you're waiting on a piece of information that you're like trying to get. You're waiting on results. I don't know why it's giving that, Cancer. You're waiting on results. You could have Aries in your chart, or you're dealing with one, or you have Pisces in your chart, or you're dealing with one. You do not have to have any of that in your chart. Okay, that's just the signs that are coordinated or correlated with the tarot card that it comes out. That's why I like to say it, just in case anybody's story hits with that sign signature. Then good, but if not, just don't worry about it. 8 of Cups, 3 of Wands. You're okay to do this. You're like, I'll do it alone. Like, I don't need your help. Like, I'm good. Like, I actually prefer to do this alone. I think I'll get more done. It's like, when you're really good at something and somebody's trying to help you because you're overwhelmed, like at a job or, I don't know, something along those lines. And somebody's trying to help you and it just makes it more difficult and like frustrating. And you need to find like a polite way to tell them to just like fuck off, like let me deal with this because like I got it type of thing. It kind of feels like that a little bit. I don't know what that is, Cancer, but like more please. More please. More please. For Cancer. What is this? What the heck is this? In depth, very unique, potentially very niche reading about. 7 of Swords, really? You're trying to find out about something that was really sneaky that happened, either to you or with you or about you or towards somebody you love. or something that you knew was happening. Oh, wait, hold on. What is this? Or someone's waiting on results for, about you, about what they did to you. Somebody could be waiting on results, okay, whatever that means, waiting on the outcome after they fucked you over in some way. They feel safe and tidy. They feel comfortable as they wait on these results. Maybe they're physically not near you. Maybe they live like, because this guy's like in the mountains. Okay, maybe they live in the mountains, or they're on top of a mountain, like looking down at you, like scurry about, like, why is my life feeling so shitty? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And they're like, ha ha ha, look at Kenta trying to figure it out, as I'm a 7 of sword ass idiot that's a lying, cheating, stealing piece of shit person. And you know about this? It's either about that or you're trying to find out about something that involves a lot of lying and like misleading information that led someone to believe something about you that wasn't true, led you to believe something about someone that wasn't true. You're having to be kind of careful about this because you're not trying to raise too many like alarms or red flags for some reason. Okay, maybe it's with somebody that you shouldn't be communicating with. Maybe it's with somebody that your family doesn't like you to talk to, or your girlfriend or your wife or your husband or your brother or your best friends are like, why are you still dealing with that person? It's not like you're dealing with them, but maybe you're just trying to find something out and it just so happens to involve them, or you are trying to deal with them and you have the people like breathing down your neck about it, that you're like, I'm an adult, like back up. I don't know. There's like this desire to be alone and to be left alone as you watch, find out, gather information about someone that lied to you, lied about you, stole from you, or got you involved in something sketchy, and you're like, oh, hell no, homie, don't play that. And you're trying to get information as to why they did that, who else they're involved with, and yeah, let's get more. It's like you feel like, yeah, that was shady, but you're having to be secretive about how you go about dealing with this. King of Cup, here you come, Cancer. Or you have heavy Scorpio in your chart. Typically, King of Cup is Scorpio card, but it's the King of Water Cup, so it's like, you know, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It could have been a fellow water sign that did something strange, or you think it is, or people are looking at you that way, or you're afraid they are, or you're having to do something out of character to collect this information, or to get yeah, it feels like information, whether it's paperwork, a simple conversation, like just actual facts, which are so hard to find anymore. Finding actual facts about somebody is like damn near impossible unless you're like there while it happens. You get like the recycled, like the recycled version over and over and over again through a different source, like that game of telephone type shit. By the time you get a piece of information, it's just like a crumpled up piece of paper with like jargon all over it and like scribbles on it. You're like, I can't read this. Is it not a language that I recognize? You know, and I read alien language. And no, this is not any of that. This is just garbage talk and scribbles. And that's how it feels. And you're like, I need to decode this. I need to decode this scribbled up piece of paper that has gotten back to me somehow, some way, that is like full of just fucking garbage, scribble nothingness, and decode it. I get it's not impossible. I get like you're actually gonna do it. You're actually trying, and you're being really chill as you do it, King of Cup. Like you're being like relaxed, and you're like, maybe you already kind of know what it's about, know what it could be about, or who it could involve. A King of Swords. Would you look at that? This guy loves to come out in my readings. And look, King of Swords doesn't always have to be a bad person, okay? Not at all, not at all. You could have heavy air in your chart, okay, Cancer? You could be this King of Sword or this King of Cup. I'm not really quite sure. Something happened between these two masculines. You're this extra chill one that kind of always has like a little bit of like a cool demeanor, like a very understanding way of dealing with like difficult emotions, difficult situations, emotional pain. You keep it chill. You understand it well. You might act differently when you're alone. When you're alone, you might deal with it differently. But when you as a whole, the way you deal with emotional like pain, cup stuff, you're the king of it. And then we have a King of Swords here who likes to tell people how things are in a factual sense. Help people out in a way that will be helpful, authoritative, guidance, steer people in the right direction, whether they be good or bad. That's why I often associate that card with like a police officer or someone that works for the law or judicial system. Maybe you're aware of some shady shit that a cop did or somebody that works for the law did, or I don't know. That's a little, let's get more. Who is this King of Cup? Is this Cancer? I get this King of Cup is definitely you, Cancer, but like, let's get more on this King of Cup, which is probably you. You are aware or potentially got yourself involved in some King of Swords stuff that you're like, what the hell did I do? Why did I get involved in that? And now you're separating yourself from it. 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups. You're like, oh no, like I want to look at the other direction. Not only do I want to look the other direction, I am going the other direction. Oh, battery, you asswipe. Every time. All right, Cancer, we are at 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. Every time I start hitting on the truth messages, I feel like my phone's like, here goes your battery, Sonny. Goodbye, battery, Sonny. I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is that always happening? All right, King of Cups. Who are you? What are you doing? Who are you? What are you doing? Lots of information. Ace of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. A 2 of Wands. Aw. A 4 of Wands. Aw. What is our King of Cup doing? Our King of Cup is trying to secure the bag. Our King of Cup is trying to secure the bag to keep himself and his family feeling safe and secure. And he's nervous, she's nervous, they are nervous about this King of Sword individual that did some sword activity, bullshit, lying, stealing, cheating, thieving, conniving, weird stuff that's affecting their family life or how people perceive them and their family or something about that. Maybe somebody's involved in their family. Something about family, something about stability, something about what makes you feel safe, your family feel safe, secure, or just security in general. You wanting to provide that for someone else. You wanting to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row so you could like be like, what's up, boo? Like here I am. You could, if that's the case, you could be a little nervous and like waiting it out. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands. But you like, you know, you have like, you know, you're good though. Like with the Ace of Pentacles, you're like, pretty sure, like, pretty sure I know what that is and like, I'm not slow. But there's like some waiting and you like getting your bag right, or like, I don't know, there's a lot about money there for you, Cancer, and like trying to secure your bag and like make sure your money's good before you do something, before you act on something. Okay, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. You have nothing to worry about. Like it will be good. Like you are doing, if anything, you're just kind of maybe like, I'm not gonna say you're not wasting time, but like you might be. Okay, so that puts more emphasis on like maybe nervous or like worried about how this will go. you're thinking about this a lot. You're thinking about this a lot. What is our fucking King of Swords doing, and why is he so weird? Because he's not really giving me good vibes. What's that guy doing? Four of Wands. So you know this person. This could be your own dad. This could be a cop. This could be your local sheriff, cop, dad, neighbor, brother. It could be a husband. It could be your wife. That's just like very, very masculine, or lady you live with. And just gender aside, just whoever it is that's in your community that makes you feel safe, that helps you feel safe, they are attached to this King of Sword vibe. They are attached to this Four of Wand vibe. They are also attached to this Three of Wand vibe. So they know some, okay, so you may need to, yeah, okay, I get why you feel like you have to do things in secrecy, because they're watching you. They're like watching what you do and like watching what you're up to. They want to know what you're up to. They want to know who you hang out with, where you're going, why you're doing that. And they may even have other people in your community like also concerned with these things. Like also concerned about what you're doing, where you're going, who you hang out with. And like, wait, and I get like, when I say concerned, that's an understatement. They could be sharing people's names, addresses, places of work, making up crazy stories. I don't know who this King of Swords is to you. If you're a feminine, if you're a masculine, if it's your husband, that also implies like multiple husbands. It's your highest friend. So if I'm speaking to a woman that's got like multiple men in her life, this is your highest ranking, like you've been with him the longest. Like if you're like a Mormon and have like multiple husbands or something. I don't know if that's allowed anymore. That might be against the law. But like that's very niche. Okay, let it pass. But like, okay, something like that. But like also no. Someone in your community, whether it's this person you're dealing with that's a pain in your butt, that you have dealt with, that you love, that's a family member or romantic, or it's just somebody that knows you, that like knows of you, that watches like where you drive to. Why am I getting like they watch you when you like get in your car, like when you leave? I'm not trying to make you paranoid, okay, Cancer? So please don't ever, if you ever feel that from me, I apologize. I'm not trying to make anyone ever feel paranoid or worried. In a tarot reading, let me just tell you real quick, like in a tarot reading, if you ever feel like nervous or paranoid, you're like, you're really absorbing the reading. And so what I recommend you do is say out loud, I do not claim this reading. This reading is not for me. This is not my message. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. And you can still listen, because you might be like, shit, I still want to know, but like, I don't claim that. Like that's making me feel weird. You should say that out loud. That way you don't claim it as like your story and just like amplify it. You're basically what that does, without saying it out loud, not all the time, but like what that does is like it's like turning the volume up on that energy. It's like, oh, you do like that? You like that, do you? You like that, do you? And it like turns that volume up. It's like, well, you're like, I don't necessarily like the volume to get turned up at all on this. Like, no, I want to turn it down and off soon. But I'd like to know how this story goes. So like, just say something out loud like, I don't claim that message. I want to change that. That's not my message. And it's no offense to me. It's just like, if I say something that makes you feel triggered or upset, that's just a little, I don't know why I'm tempted to say that, but just like do something like that. Okay, Cancers. I love you, Cancers. Just like, if that's a thing, okay? If that's a thing. If you're worried about that at all, even. You might not fucking care. All right. What's up with this King of Swords? I need more on this motherfucker. Oh, that was violent. He might be violent. He might be violent and sneaky. This person is very involved in your personal life. Hermit card. 9 of Pentacles. They're very involved with like who you're dating or who you're into. Who is this person? Okay, you have a person that like dictate. dictates. Okay, something about crude photos, nude photos. That's random. That's gross. Between two masculines? One's especially older than the other. Okay, let it pass if it doesn't apply. There is a, okay, that aside, there is a masculine that likes to dictate your, like, relationships. Not because they're attracted to you necessarily. It doesn't have to be about that. It could be because they are worried about, maybe they know you, like, how you are as a person, and they're like, oh, so-and-so can't control themselves. Like, I know they're just too crazy. They're crazy. They can't control themselves. We got to make sure we keep them in line. And they're, like, way too involved in your freaking personal life. Ivan? Dude, my cat. Hold on. What are you doing? Ivy. Get down. Come here. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Sorry, y'all. He needs so much attention. He's a baby. It's alright. It's okay. You could have Virgo in your chart, Cancer. Ivan's a Virgo. It's okay, Ivy. Are you cold? Maybe it's really cold where you live, Cancer. Maybe you're cold all the time. Maybe someone's panicking. I don't know. He was, like, panicking. He was, like, standing on something, like, wobbly that was, like, gonna fall over. Or you just want to be comforted. Maybe you just want to be comforted. Maybe you just want to be held, and, like, it's and not in a sexual way. Like, maybe you are attracted to that person, but you just want them to, like, hold you, make you feel better, make you feel warm, and, like, they do care. Maybe you feel like somebody doesn't care about you in that way. Well, they probably do, and you guys are probably both similar. So if you're shy, if they're shy, I don't know, Cancer, but, like, they probably do. So if you're thinking about someone, if this, okay, for this part, if you're not married or in a relationship or dealing with a crazy man that is, like, way too involved in your personal relationships for some fucking reason, whether it be your personal relationships that are friendships, what you do for work, where you go, I don't know. It seems like somebody wants to, like, monitor you and, like, where you go, why you're with that person, why you talking to them, like, it's like, whoa, dude, back it up, like, back off. I don't know what that person's deal is, but they want to know what you're doing. Okay? But besides that, there's, like, someone that you might not know that they love you back, or know that they even like you, or they don't know that you like them or that you love them. They don't know. You're cold, they're cold, like, physically cold. Okay. Ivan's just physically, that's the only reason I say Ivan's cold. His feet are freezing. He has no hair, so he gets cold easily. But okay, let's get one more about this King of Swords and move on to the clarifiers, because we are already at 23 of 53. A death god. A death god, dare I say. Oh. Yeah, that's it for that. Death card. Okay. Oh yeah, we had a hermit as well. Oh my god. Here's all upside down. Okay. Death card. 4/1, 3/1, hermit death. While you were waiting on finding something out, or someone was watching you do what you do in your everyday life, you either noticed them noticing you. I know that sounds weird. You noticed someone noticing you, or something became very mundane. Okay, sorry, burp on that. Sorry, excuse me. Yeah, something became very mundane. You got sick of pretending to be happy about something. You got sick of ignoring something. You got sick of ignoring the fact that some person was way too involved in your life. I don't know if that's a spouse, a friend, a business person. I don't know what that is, but there is a King of Swords here that thinks they're a big smooth talker and they know everything. Two of Wands, Hermit. Okay, horizontal to my King of Swords, I have a Hermit and a Two of Wands. Oh yeah, this big guy. He's like, I know. He's like, you got a problem? I know how to solve it. Seems like you got a lot of them. Doesn't surprise me much. Let me help you. I know how to fix it. Like, this guy's cocky. This guy's got a big ass ego. Or gal, or he, or she, they, them, whoever. I don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's just like, don't get stuck on genders, please. I don't want to clog up the message. And then you, on the other hand, are a Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So you feel like home, okay? You feel like home, which is actually Cancer. Fourth house is very, that's very, like, that aligns very much with fourth house vibes. Feeling like home. And then you got someone over here that's like, doesn't feel like home. They feel cold. And they feel very, like, informative. Like, this is the rules. You do what I say. If you don't do what I say, I'm watching you at all times, Mr., Mrs. I'm watching what you're up to. Why is the Death card here, though? That part's a little strange. So a massive transformation. Butterfly out of the cocoon, metamorphosizing, effect of what? Of what? I have a Judgment on the bottom of something that was deserved a long time ago. I just got something that has been long past due. Holy kalamba. Holy kalamba. Somebody could speak like somebody could speak another language. Okay. English could be someone's not first language. I do that a lot. It's just me, my personality, okay? But sometimes I interpret it as like, that could be something actually important. Maybe you're just maybe you're weird and strange like me and you feel like nobody understands you. And this guy's like, I understand you, but because I understand you, you got to listen to what I say. Because, like, I'm the boss, or I'm your dad, or I'm your brother, I'm your friend, I'm the big guy around here, big sis, big chick around here, and you listen to me. Meanwhile, I got a Seven of Swords plan to lie, cheat, and steal. Watch everything that you do while you're like the rock and you're like the home, warmth, comfort vibe. I don't have jealousy here. I don't have that, but they're like, watch all that happen. They're aware that you are this person. They know that you know how to be alone, but so do they. Maybe you're both single right now, or you're jealous. One of you is jealous of the other's relationship status, or you're both in the same relationship status and it's causing like some strange like competition thing. I don't know. If that doesn't apply, don't make it apply, but there's something about that as well. Like, you could be married with kids, okay, and this person's single and they're like a fucking cop, or your dad that you and your mom and him is divorced or something. Or you're single and you're like kind of living your best life and you're able to do a lot of things that somebody that's married or has like a whatever, okay, has to like stay tied down to, and they see you. Here's a Knight of Cups. There is love here. There is. I knew it. I could feel this. There's love in this reading. There's like a flirty cuteness here, but like there's somebody that's like a buzzkill, and I don't know who that person is. There's like a buzzkill reading. Okay. Ivan, get down. Ivan. You could have like a little rascal. You could have pets that are rascals or children that are rascals. Ivan, get down. No. He's trying to climb on my... Hey. Ivan. Come here. No. Don't. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, we have a Hangman, a King of Wands, and a Four of Cups. All right, so we got, is this you again, Cancer? You could have heavy fire in your chart. Or Pisces again with that Pisces energy. Somebody's got heavy Pisces in the chart. You or someone else. Ivan! Stop. Stop, please. Get down. Get down. Sorry, he tries to climb up my hangers or my drapes, and then my whole shit falls down. And so, anyway, so sorry. Okay. Okay, Four of Cups, King of Wands, the Hangman. Somebody's a little bit bitter about what they are, like, it's like someone, okay, someone's bored. Somebody's bored. There's boredom here now. Who's bored? Why are we bored? Somebody's bored. King of Wands is bored. King of Wands don't like to be bored. Someone's bored with their current circumstance. They're like, I'm a King of Wands. I like to go enjoy my life, and I'm bored. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Eight of Cups, Hangman, Four of Cups, King of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. You're like, and I got everything I need to go, like, out on the town and, like, look fine as fuck. Like, what am I waiting for? Okay, I gotta stop my cat. Hold on. Ivy, you need to stop it. You need to stop it. Please stop it. Okay, Mama's doing a reading. Stop it. Like, for real. Just stop. Chill out. Okay, thank you. I doubt that's gonna last too long. We're almost done though, Cancer. We're at 32:17. Someone's all bored and like, and they're like, why am I doing nothing? I don't need to be doing nothing. Like, I'm a badass. Like, maybe you're like, maybe you have these moments, you know, where you like kind of forget who you are, and then you remember and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a total fucking badass. Why am I being so strange about myself? Why am I being all insecure because of a King of Swords telling me what to do? My dad, my brother, my ex, my someone that is authority, my boss, somebody's making me feel like I'm not capable of what I'm capable of. And you are, and you know you are. There's a massive transformation coming. It also has to do with like people you know really well, okay? Like in your community, like in your family or at your job place. Okay, what's this boredom? Four of Cups, King of Wands. Ivan. Sorry, he's causing a lot of disruption. Which usually when he does that in readings, it means like he's like nervous. Like he feels nervous. So something about Cancer energy is making him feel nervous, okay? Not to say that you're doing anything wrong, Cancer, but something about your reading, something about it is intense for you. You are going through something intense. Okay, Justice and Four of Wands. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Let's carry on. Let's hope it doesn't break. The Emperor, the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Wands, Justice, the Sun. Okay, we have somebody that's freshly single. It's causing a conflict. This is a justice for them because they found out the truth. A father figure. This could be your own dad that's like making you feel making you question your choices, or your own mother, or your boss, or a judge. Like this King of Sword person that's kind of like tightly wound. That's the Hermit, Two of Wands guy. And you're our King of Cups and our King of Wands. You could have heavy fire in your charts. Okay. A lot of fire here. A lot of wands. Or pentacles. You could have earth in your chart too, but I get more you have like more fire in your chart perhaps somewhere. Maybe Leo or Aries. Well, Aries here with the Emperor. Nine of Pentacles with Virgo. You have Virgo in there. Five of Wands with Leo. We got Leo in your chart, Libra in your chart, and then more Leo with the sun. Having any of that in your chart, or you're dealing with one, Cancer. Okay, so here we have, whether this is a masculine or a feminine person, they, them, however you identify who I'm talking to. You are like freshly single, or you want to be, and it's causing a conflict. This is a major justice for you. It's a sun card. You're like, finally, I get to like bathe in the vitamin D that I've been like lacking for how many centuries? Like, I feel like a vampire person. Somebody help. And you're helping yourself. Like, you're doing it for yourself. And I'm sure you have support. You do have support. But there's somebody, it's either like a jealous friend that wants to keep you stuck in something. Maybe it could be that. You know how you always have that friend that wants to kind of keep you stuck in that shitty. You don't find out until later. Like, you're like, think about the advice that they gave you, and you're like, that was horrible advice. Like, if I were to have listened to that person, I would have been doing A, C, or B. Like, they clearly don't know what's best. Oh my God, Ivan? Dude. No. He almost broke my whole curtain rod. Okay. Yeah, you're dealing with someone that's like causing a fucking ruckus and being like a total brat. Like, no matter what you say, they're like, oh yeah? You say no, I say yes. Actually. And it's going to be loud when I do it. With the 5 of Wands here, you're like, okay, cool, good. I'm good being in a 9 of Pentacles. I know how to be alone, okay? This is a justice for me. I don't care what 9 of Pentacles means for me. Even if I used to live in a big-ass house, I'm good in my 9 of Pentacles. Be as mad as you want, psycho. This is a justice for me. To leave this job, to leave this relationship, to leave this friendship, to walk away from this. And you have somebody here that kind of likes to see, you know, misery loves company type of shit. You're like, no. You're like, I see, you're like, I can, you're like, that relation, you're like, that feels sour, my dude, my girl, my sis, whatever. You're like, that feels sour. That feels icky. It feels like jealous. It feels like if I'm doing well, then you're not happy. And if I'm doing bad, it makes you happy. So are you my friend or are you not my friend? Because that's weird. That's not how true friends act. Okay, Cancer, that's your reading, okay? Ace of Wands. You're going to be fine, baby. You're going to be fine. Temperance, Knight of Cups. You do have some, like, lovey-dovey shit here. 10 of Wands. You're worried about it? You're worried about it. Or it's like the last push before you're, like, being calm and chill about something. 10 of Wands, Temperance, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. You are... This is, it's like, it's not like it's not stressful. Like, it's not like it's not any, like, a big deal. You might like put extra effort in like keeping it to yourself because you don't want to like embarrass other people or like make yourself seem like a stress case or like a nut case or like, you know, especially just maybe like other friends or like business partners or like a potential love interest. You don't want to scare them away. You're not. If it's a love interest, they're definitely into you back. With this Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands here, Temperance. Yeah, for sure. They are. The moon is upside down with the Knight of Wands. That's strange. Queen of Cups. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign. Ace of Swords. You are dealing with a fellow water sign, perhaps. And they are not confused about how they feel about you. If I'm speaking to a masculine or a feminine or whatever... Knight of Wands is like the passionate, kind of a little impulsive, okay? So don't get, I was called you Capricorn, hopefully, you know, hopefully you don't have that in your chart. Oh my gosh. You could have that, no, Cappies, no shade. I'm Stellium Capricorn with lots of other shit, but like Caps, no shade. That was like weird to say. That was strange. Oh, okay. 4 of Pentacles. Someone's being very careful about how lustful they feel for you. They're not confused about how they feel about you, but they're like, there's something that's making them hold back and kind of like stay, like steady goes it, like steady, steady. Like they don't want to like jump in head first because they know maybe there's a reason to not do that. You, them, the situation, what you've been through, what they're going through, a combination of all of it, probably most of the time, that's what it is. This is, and you are either our Queen of Cups, feminine. This is the truth for you, our story. You're overwhelmed. You're being very calm. You do have feelings for somebody, and they are like an Ace of Wands, girl. Like that is like the truth. And you're going through something with somebody that's trying to make you feel a certain way about him, your new love interest, like it's the wrong choice or something. This could even be an ex that you're good friends with still. You know, some people are able to like maintain those friendships with certain exes. That's and that ex, or maybe even a family member or friend, you know, that person that was friend zoned years ago. That's like, that guy's a jerk. Like no, and there are probably certain qualities about that guy that might paint him out to be that way. Maybe you make him nervous or feel insecure, or maybe you're a boss bitch and he's like, you know, just whatever. Okay, there's a lot of things that come into play when you're dealing with relationships. There's a lot. And when you have other people in your life that love you a lot, they get jealous and they get very creative in ways that they can kind of keep you away from that person, or keep you in question, or you know, I don't know. I mean, you're a Cancer. You don't really have to worry about it. You have intuition. You're one of the most intuitive signs in the tarot. I always keep saying that, in the tarot. It's embarrassing. Intuitive signs in the zodiac. In the tarot. Intuitive signs in the tarot. You might be good at reading tarot cards. Maybe you're good at, maybe you're a magician yourself. You might not do tarot, but maybe you are a highly intuitive person, or you do tarot cards, or you could if you wanted to try. Knight of Cup, Ace of Wands, Ace of Sword, Knight of Wands. There's a very lustful, passionate connection you have with somebody else that is the truth. That could be a fellow water sign, or a fire sign, or a air sign. We have 2 Justice, 2... We had 2 Justice, and what was it, the other one? We had another one. Well, here's a Judgment. Like, that's it. You already know. Okay, we got to close it out, Cancer. 42. We got to close it out, Cancer. You know this is what you want to do, but there's like this, like, kind of like dealing with people that have a lot of say-so in your life, that you respect them, you love them. Some of them, they're people that you'd rather just, like, flick off of you, but you can't really do that. Or they're, like, people you live with, like roommates, or, like... But you can choose to not listen to their quote-unquote advice. You can choose to not deal with them in a physical, romantic way. Battery. You can choose to, you know, stick to your truth and know what you know about whatever this is, Cancer. This is something, it feels like something that you know in the deep, like, depths of your fucking heart, that you trust, because you know that you're rarely wrong about things that you know about yourself. Like, I'm not calling you perfect, like you're perfect, you know, like about your choices in life or whatever it is, that we all make mistakes in life. We are humans, mostly, some of us. 7 of Swords. Yeah, I was going to say Knight of Swords. Mistakes, okay? So you could have made some mistakes in your life that you regret, and maybe because of that, people put extra emphasis on it, and they like to bring that up. I hate that shit. People might like to bring up your mistakes when things are, when you're, like, taking a risk or you're doing something. People might bring up, like, totally irrelevant information just to, like, gaslight you, throw you off course, make you second guess yourself, to keep you stuck in some, like, mundane, dreary ass scenario that keeps you in that person's life, or in that job, or those people, or something like that, Cancer. Okay, that's your reading. All right, Cancers, I love you guys. Please give me a like, a subscribe, something, a comment. I love my comments. I love reading what you guys write. You know, let me know if it resonates. If it doesn't resonate too, just be kind. Maybe let it pass. Don't say some mean shit for no reason. But or if you feel like you want to offer some advice, whatever. I love it all. So, Cancers, thanks for coming back. Until next time. Bye, Cancer.